Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. This is DJ's Raw, Uncut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And man, the Hornets got a blowout win. Yay! And Lamelo, he played just enough. Yay! So there's no problems at all. Everything's just right. It's not like, it's not like Lamelo needs the stats to make the all-star team, right? it's not again, it's like they said, it's not about LaMelo. It's not about LaMelo at all. Not about LaMelo at all. This is what they have told us. And I got Coach Joe in the building. What's good, Coach?
Hey, what's happening, DJ, man? Like you said, hey, everything is just groovy and lovely. I mean, hey, and Wonderland. I mean, JB is just coaching the socks off of people, and had two people out on COVID, and look at there, Melo didn't play the whole fourth quarter, and had Gordon in there in cleanup duty. Hey, look at JB, he's just in charge, man. He's the man that's in charge with the plan.
Yeah, he's got everything figured out, Coach. I
Yeah.
mean, who needs who needs who needs LaMelo out there, Coach Joe?
Right.
Is this it's not about him getting all stars.
Right.
It's about everybody else buying in.
Right.
Shout out to Navarro Dixon. He said, "What's really going on, Coach?" Also, Coach Joe, is there a way to let me see that call in system? Is it a way to turn that volume down?
You know what?
In the back, you don't hear
I'm
nothing in the
down as
background.
low as
Okay, it's good.
it's down as low as it'll go. How about now?
No, it's good. It's good.
How about now?
It is good. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. All right.
It's very good. But in all seriousness, um, the Charlotte Hornets took care of business against the Houston Rockets, 123-99. Uh, the things I like from this game. Let me start from the things I like from the game. The things I like was the bench play. Oubre did what he did, played the most minutes out of anybody. Had 18 points, uh, positive 16 plus minus. He was active. He let the game come to him. He's not forcing shots. He's playing the right way. That's another bright spot. Shout out to Nick Richards for having a solid game today. 8 points, shot 4 for 5 field goals. So, you can always count on him off the bench. And your job as a bench player is to show up, show out, and produce. That is your job. No matter what they say, that is your job. Shout out to the homie HL Kid. This is the call-in show. So you can call in and tell us how you feel about today's game. Let us know. You're free to give your opinion. And I'm going to send it in a chat as well. Coach Joe, watching this game, what are some things you could take away from it? The positives and the negatives.
Okay, let me start with like you did, DJ. Start with some of the positives that I saw. Terry looked a little more comfortable, a little more like himself. I thought that was a plus. Jaden McDaniels was very aggressive. I thought he played a very good floor game tonight on both ends of the floor. He was active. He was active all night, and I want to give him props on that, including looking Mellow off about at least 2 or 3 times, bringing the ball up the court.
They
Um,
always doing that.
yeah. They always doing that. They can't help themselves. Plumley, I got to give a shout out to Clumsley. This was by far his best game. on both ends of the floor by far. And he took the challenge because if we remember, DJ, the last time they played the Houston in Houston, they got the brakes beat off of them, and the main reason was Christian Wood went nuts, right? They couldn't do nothing
Mm-hmm.
with him. See, so let me close the ghetto word out.
No problem at all. Make sure to hit the
Yeah.
like button, everyone. Um, Again, here's the number right here to give your opinion. 857-799-9625. Again, 857-799-9625. We want to hear your opinions. All opinions are welcome as long as you're respectful and not being belligerent, of course.
Yeah.
But that is the number.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say, OG?
Thank you, DJ. I like Terry. I like Cody a little bit. You know, I could tell he wasn't all the way back. He wasn't himself.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon was just out there floating around like a fairy, man. I don't know what the hell he was out there doing half the time. It's like, dude, what are you out there doing, man? I mean, there was a couple times, like especially out there doing like junk time, and he was still on the floor. I'm like, JB, are you really trying to help this dude pad his stats? And it wasn't successful because he didn't pad anything. He looked ridiculous, more ridiculous.
Coach Joe, guess what? Guess what I caught the Hornets organization doing?
What's that?
So the Hornets had a tweet, right? They deleted the tweet. I kid you not. The tweet was, it was the pass, the behind the back pass that Lamelo did to give the assist to Terry Rozier.
Yes,
They put both. They said vote for Lamelo and Terry Rozier. I'm like, what the hell? Teams who retweet or say vote for somebody, what is like top two players of the team? I mean, Lamelo can't even get his own shot, and they deleted the tweet. I need to find it because when I called it out, I had some retweets, and then they deleted the tweet. I'm like, come on. Shout out to Jake Bars, man. He said, "What's up, y'all? Good win tonight. Should beat the Pacers too." Yeah, they should beat the Pacers. But again, which team will show up? That's the question. Shoot, I want to know who's going to show up. Man, I'm trying.
For myself, DJ, it was very frustrating watching that thing when I finally got a chance to watch it. I didn't watch it until the second broadcast after I already knew. Well, I'd already looked at the box score and everything, so I knew. And I looked at the game cast as well to see what I know. I noticed that Melo didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? I noticed they took him out in the first quarter with 5 minutes and something to go. And then kept him out almost the whole entire second quarter. Because they got to find out what Ish can give them. You know what I mean? Because Ish is so.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a young player. They don't really know what they got with him. They got to just get him out there so they can find out. Here's a good thing. When Melo hit those first two threes, back to back, JB didn't take him out the game. How about that?
No, he didn't. And Coach Joe, you see that right there?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That's the Hornets deleting that tweet. They said, this is what I had in response to it. I said, let me go back to it so I can read it clear. I said, this is what me and Coach Joe was talking about in regards to all-star repping. In that tweet, they couldn't even give LaMelo by himself, hey, vote for LaMelo for an all-star. We know Terry Rozier ain't no all-star this year. The Hornets are saying vote for this, vote the whole starting lineup. Who does this? See that?
uh,
Delete it.
people who do this, DJ, are organizations that are very poorly ran.
Mm.
Very, very poorly ran.
Hey, Coach Joe, someone's in the lobby right now. Let me
Okay,
see.
all right.
So I'm gonna caller, you on the line.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
How may I assist
You
you?
remember me?
Oh yeah. Are you
This is
are you Shay?
go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Only thing I wanted to call in and say is I don't understand JB's substitutions, as far as Lamelo goes. I see that he gets 25 minutes, but it's in the way that he's giving him the 25 minutes. And like 16 points, really. And then the raw thing, in a way, I don't care if they try to sell him and start. He ain't. This guy that is playing better than him. He's in, but I think Rose is a six bench. And as far
Hey Shay.
it is,
Can you hear me? Let me see. We do this real
I
quick.
can hear you.
Yeah, there's some skipping on the background. Let me see. Coach Joe. Oh, wait. Coach Joe, can you hear me?
I'm here. I can hear. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there's some echoing.
So, hey DJ, can you hear me?
Is it me?
No, it's not. It's not you. I can hear you, Coach Joe.
I'm gonna go off the phone part. It's not working.
Okay, for sure. I'll do that.
It's echoing and it's making it. It's
Yeah, when you have two devices on, that's what it does. That's what I'm starting to learn.
Yep, no good. So we good. Go ahead, Shay. How you doing?
Yeah, Shay. Shay, we're all good now. Shout out to Tomorrow's Leader Sports Network. Subscribe to his channel if you can. He said, DJ was good. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. So Shay, when you watch this team tonight, even though they won, are they really trying to again, when I watch the Hornets, it feels like it's not LaMelo's team at all.
It's not.
Mm-hmm. I agree also. I don't understand like the game plan coming into this season. I was concerned, when Mitch Kupchak set up third. I mean, I think it was Mitch. It was one of them. And they was like, well, LaMelo needs to pass better. And I was like, get his teammates more involved. And that just took me through a loop because even if he was just going up there freestyling last season, he was getting his teammates involved. If you're talking about learning the playbook like that, okay, say that he to be involved in learning stuff and don't make his playmaker or whatever it be. Be playing better in the team. It's him. But the defensive.
Technical difficulties. But she said some key points, Coach Joe.
I can hear.
Like Tomorrow Leader Sports Never said, it's not. Yeah, it's not his team. Yeah, they get mad. Don't you realize these Hornet fans who are Borrego supporters, they get mad when we say it's not LaMelo's team, but we're really just being honest. It's not his team. If this was LaMelo's team, they would have a faster pace. They would have synergy, ball synergy. It'll be a love with passing the ball. The starters, again, besides Terry Rozier catching the groove, Gordon Hayward was obsolete. Gordon Hayward, I know he shot 4 for 7, but if he's not really scoring, he doesn't provide anything else. He's not going to defend. You know that. and he's not going to put your offense in the best position to succeed. So it's a lost cause. And Osmond says Gordon Hayward played the worst out of the starters and played the most minutes. He did. He definitely did. And that's not a winning recipe. They keep telling us, and they keep telling Coach Joe and everybody else, that the Hornets got the win. It doesn't matter. Why are you guys mad? I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I'm going to tell you why I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that a young man, Lamelo Ball, you can tell in his face. Because here's the thing. They see him cheering for his teammates and stuff. He was raised right. He was raised not to make a fuss about shit.
That's right.
But when it's all said and done, when you watch all these point guards, look at Ja Morant, what he did against this Phoenix Suns. You know how that was possible? His coach believes in him.
That's right.
That's the difference. When your coach believes in you, man, everything is possible. Tamal Leader says that young man has done everything possible. They've required him, and they keep jerking him. Gordon Hayward is the issue. See, this is a coach here. Tamal's Leader Sports Network is a coach. He knows the game of sports. If he's saying it and the OGs are saying it, it's getting very noticeable. It's getting very noticeable. And here's the weird part, Coach Joe. Why in the blue hell is LaMelo not playing with Book Knight? What's going on with that? But Gordon Hayward played with him.
You know what I realized, DJ? I realized trying to make logic out of JB's moves is very, very frustrating because there is no logic to a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it's about preventing something. It's about preventing something from happening on your own team. Okay. How is Melo playing more minutes bad for this team when he is leading them in almost in every category as of tonight? Points, rebounds, assists, steals, and some other categories. It's like they think nobody is paying attention. And they just doing all of this janky business right out in the open. It makes no sense at all. So clearly there's an agenda. Okay, because something is going on. And what's going on is his system, his agenda.
And you know what's crazy, Coach Joe? I don't have to make up anything. I don't have to say this is because of that. You can see it for yourself.
That's right.
You can see it for yourself, man. This team, they don't know what to go up with. They beating up weaker teams or teams that haven't lived up to the expectations. Denver was a team, 15 at the time?
Mm-hmm.
Had a rocky year so far. Now they have the talent, but they're kind of in a slide right now. They was using that as a barometer. See, I told you James Borrego is what it is. I told you he's a great coach. But being a middle of the pack team, how is that great coaching? No, here's a question. What has JB done to improve LaMelo? Don't worry, I'll wait. They can never answer that. Tamal Leader says they want LaMelo Ball to act out and start talking crazy. They are looking for his pops to start getting reckless with his mouth to say, see, we told you this wasn't a good fit. What you think about Coach?
I don't believe it'll happen because Lamelo is way too smooth to fall for any of these kinds of tricks.
Right.
Because when he was frustrated, the last time Lamelo was this kind of frustrated on a basketball court, in my view, next thing you know, some hands got thrown. So
did.
I don't think it's anywhere near that. Because one thing Melo understands, because he got a great corner. He got great people in his corner talking in his ear now. Great people. So he know that, they on the clock. They can play. They can do all the little janky business, and that's why I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna do my best to not listen to so much of JB anymore because it's just frustrating to see to hear this drama being played out. As if it doesn't matter, as if these crowds that are showing up at these games, the Hornets haven't been sold out in a long time. They've had consecutive sellouts. They had 19,000 in there tonight. So, and it's all they coming there to see Melo for the most part. Let's keep it a buck, and everybody knows that. I was just telling you, he's taking the fun out of it, and I got to take it back because I can't allow this dude to do this.
Same thing. I can't allow this inept coach take the joy from anybody. You know what I mean? It's really sad that after a game, I got to find a positive out of something to look forward to.
Right.
Like I got to search for a positive.
Right.
But it should be the other way around. I shouldn't have to look for it at all. Osmond says Melo came in the game in the middle of the second quarter. Hornets up 1 after the quarter ended up we're up by 12. Yet in the first quarter, man, Lamelo played like 8 minutes, and then he sat him on the bench. I'm like, okay, maybe he come back after 2 minutes. No, I was wrong. Somewhere middle, like Osmond said, middle of the second quarter.
Yeah, it was around the 7 minutes something. I couldn't believe it. I was losing it over here.
And I was looking at the comment sections, and they were talking about, oh, well, maybe JB is doing this for conditioning. I mean, this young brother has been running hills all his life, playing 40 minutes a game all his life. I don't think he even would have coming back from the COVID protocol. I don't think he looked good to me. Again, what is it? What is always an excuse? Every time they have an excuse, I could rebut that.
And DJ, what's the excuse always? To not treat Melo the way that his peers are being treated.
Right.
It's always that. Well, see, we got to hit the brakes, we going down. We just can't, we just gotta they got a nothing. They're afraid. That's what they are. They scared because they know something gonna happen. They gonna mess this up, and so it's becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Coach Joe, here's how I know this excuse that it's a blowout. The Portland Trailblazers just got blown out by the Dallas Mavericks. Damian Lillard played 36 minutes, which is low for him. 34 minutes from Nasir Little, pretty much start. So Damian Lillard was able to play 36 minutes after getting blown out. Let me see again. Oh, so the Dallas Mavericks starters were able to play their minutes after a blowout in this game. Let me see. What's his name again? Porzingis. Yeah, Porzingis was able to play 30 plus minutes. He had 34 points in a blowout. Now Porzingis is trying to make an all-star team. But he was able to get the minutes. You see where I'm going there?
Mm-hmm.
You see where I'm going? we try to tell you the politics of this team. We try to tell you this. But I'm not surprised anymore. Look, Osmond said it right now. Trae Young came off of COVID and played 36 minutes. Bingo. Now, I'll provide the examples. Navarro Dixon, he came out of the 3:21 mark in the first quarter, came back in the 7:30 mark. Facts. That's crazy.
Yep.
For that whole time, I didn't watch. I'm like, man, I'm not about to watch all this. And yes, I'm not a Hornets fan. I'm a Lamelo fan. I'm letting y'all know. You're not a Hornets fan. I never said I was. TL says they don't care about any except the win. He was in foul trouble. He had 2 early fouls. Foul trouble. Do you know that stars him again? That's just another way to handicap players, Coach Joe. There's a lot of stars in the league that get in foul trouble.
Well, see, Melo had, JB got Melo had JB give a note from his mother, that if he ever get 2 fouls, he's got to come out.
Right.
Otherwise, he'll just go crazy and he'll end up fouling out in a minute or two. So it's a condition that he has. So JB's just following the parents, the rules of the condition.
Shout out to the crowd. Make sure to share this video, like the video. Let's get it up to 30 plus likes. Crown says, greetings, Coach Joe and DJ to the family. Like Draymond said, LaMelo is a problem. Does Flash Gordon, Terry, Bumbley make the all-star team? Heck to no.
Ain't nobody talking about them dudes and no tense except past tense. Past tense. The only person they're talking about in the future tense is LaMelo and Miles Bridges. And a peek over at Book Night. Okay, so let's keep it real. What are we talking about here? For the people that want to say, it's not about Melo and not everything is about Melo. Well, tell those people that who pay their money to go see the Hornets who's selling them out and the Hornets is good business right now. Go tell them people that it don't matter. He don't matter. They telling you what matters. With their money, they selling them shoes out. Can't find them nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just keep it a buck, and again, they're one game over 500. That ain't nothing to write home about.
No, it ain't.
See, DJ. Somebody on ESPN wrote the article. I didn't read it yet. I had planned to. When basically comparing a young Magic Johnson to Melo to a young Magic Johnson and his impact on the city and just his game and all of that stuff. And to me, that's what I really see, to be honest with you, with everybody. In my heart, I see a today's version of Magic in Melo with a little bit of Pistol Pete. And that unconscious scoring thing that Pistol had,
Mm-hmm.
just will go off on just to go off on you just for just in a heartbeat, and think nothing of it. You know what I mean? That's Melo, but the conversation should only be about what is in the future tense. It shouldn't be about what is in the past. That's what forward-thinking teams do. That's why they stay on the edge. That's why they stay relevant. So we're
Right.
not. This applies to the Hornets because they are a sports organization as well, and they don't get a pass for whatever the reason is that people want to give them the pass for. Because I'm gonna tell you what they don't get where it counts at. And that's on the bottom line. And when that turnstile is clicking and those subscriptions are being bought and people are calling them the league pass darling, and LaMelo is doing what he does, then that means that the equity and all that stuff down there continues to grow and continues to multiply. And Melo only getting a small smidgen percentage of that, of which he is generating. So don't come on here, whoever wants to come up in this house and bring some one-sided view here, because we're talking about the NBA, which is a corporation. So we must always talk about the money. All the money and how it flows. And I pass.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. LaMelo, as we're seeing right now, he's not getting that all-star love that most teams give their players. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it from the players. It's odd as hell. And I'm telling you, if he does not make it, it will be something where he remembers for the rest of his career. Let me see. Osmond says, I still have hope that LaMelo makes the all-star team based on the popularity and extra rating he can bring to the fan base. But there's hope. But, man, reality is it's a thing, man. It's a thing. Navarro says there was nothing before LaMelo, and there will be worse without him. Don't tell the Shines that. They actually think if LaMelo was not on this team, they'll be just fine. No, that's their mantra. It's not all about LaMelo, remember?
I mean, DJ, even when it fits all of their narratives, it fits analytically.
Right.
It fits eye test. All of it fits. But yet we're supposed to not pay attention to none of that and just take their word for it. That it's all good. This is a joke. Look what the Crown say here. Did you see what the Crown say here? He said every vlog, podcast, YouTube sports channel is confused about the way Charlotte is treating LaMelo. That probably ain't true, huh? He probably just made it up, huh? Sitting on his couch, huh?
Man, it's crazy. Osmond says, DJ, you see LaMelo just retweeted an all-star promotion of himself. He clearly wants that spot, and it kills the noise of LaMelo just caring about winning and not being great. Yeah, that buffoonery that LaMelo only wants to win and does not care about accolades, that is a lie. He wants it all. And that brainwashing that they tell these players, oh, you can't win if you only focus on both. If you focus on getting awards and stuff, that's a load of crap. LaMelo wants to be great. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that retweet told me everything. I'm not surprised by none of it. Keep reading. Also, I'm impressed with Book Night. I was impressed with the limited minutes he had. He played within the flow of the game. I know it was just 5 minutes, but he shot 2 for 4 field goals. And did you hear the fans, Coach Joe, that was saying, let me fix that real quick. The fans that were saying, book night. And you look at the coaching staff and they couldn't believe it. They could not believe it. Book Night was sitting on the bench, man, and they're like, for him? Yeah. The fans got power. They don't even realize it.
All I can do, DJ, is laugh, man, because it's so absurd. And for Michael Jordan to be associated, for Michael MJ to be associated with this type of it's buffoonery, man. I mean, I don't know what this is, man. It's beyond to me, it's just beyond just incompetent. Just don't know no better. Ignorance. I mean,
Right.
it's beyond that, because now they're going out of their way. The organization is going out of its way to try to sell us some bull hockey that clearly ain't nobody buying. Ain't nobody buying none of this, none of that stuff.
What they call them wolf tickets.
Yeah, I mean, all of those nonsense, they're coming out of their camp over there. Terry talking about, in the press conferences, he this is what I do. They don't understand. What? Who? Wait a minute. Where? Who? Didn't you just get your second bag?
Right.
I mean, who didn't know? I mean, clearly the Hornets thought so. They gave you the money. Okay, so I'm not sure where I'm not altogether understanding where you coming from on that kind of thing right there. I mean, we want to talk. We want to talk. Do you understand the impact? Well, Melo can't put his salary up against nobody.
Right on. Osmond says,
let's keep it real. I saw him DJing in one of them clips where he was asking for the ball a couple times, and them dudes were just looking him off. Like, man, whatever. Clumsily did that one time tonight and drove down and turned the damn thing over. Man, this thing's so silly. It's ridiculous.
When a player does something like just stupid like that, and it reminds you when you younger, when your parents tell you, see, you done effed up. Mm-hmm. See, that's why you done effed up right there.
See. I mean, and it's obvious that when they go through clumsily, and when he is touching the ball, it is obvious to those who are watching the game that he more than and overly looks to get the ball to Gordon. Okay, let's just keep it real. As if Gordon don't get the ball enough. that he got to be hunting him out on the floor and making sure he get the ball going that way to him. See, they don't treat this kid like that. DJ, you have been saying and I have been saying. They do not, they can talk what they want. They can say what they want with their mouths. Okay, action speaks louder than word than that Charlie Brown talk. Womp 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 womp. That's all it is. Okay, because it ain't followed up with no damn action. Okay, because you can't tell me, nobody can tell me, can come and convince me that those veterans on that team making those bags and the ones who have been in the league longer than this kid, when they hear that this kid is leading the whole damn team, and if he do this for the year, he will be the first kid of his age to ever do this in NBA history. That's not a reflection on them. It is. And they don't like it. And so they all doing little things. Don't think they ain't. They are.
Crown says talking from the side of their necks. Shoot.
Right. That's right.
Tomorrow Leader Sports Never says, sad to say, this reminds me of Kelly Tripucka was playing for the Pistons and would deliberately do something dumb on the court to keep Isaiah Thomas from getting the ball. Shaking my damn head.
I remember Kelly Tripucka. Absolutely. Yeah. With that Barbie hairdo. I remember him. Absolutely. He could shoot his ass off. But it was a lot of that going on. But you see, they moved his behind out of there too.
Again, the great teams do this. We had a video today, a live stream today, that was talking about the great organizations, the organizations that got great structure. They usually acquiesce to their highly draft picks. Luka Doncic. Once upon a time, Dennis Smith Jr. had a solid rookie year, had 14, 15 points per game. And then they drafted Luka, and there was rumblings of, not seeing eye to eye and everything else, and that Dennis Smith Jr. was jealous. So what did the Mavericks do? They traded him and didn't look back. That's what you do. And Coach Joe, from the beginning of time of the NBA, the first coach of a star guard usually doesn't last. Magic Johnson won with the first championship his rookie year with Paul Westhead. He was gone a year later. And they hired Pat Riley. After they won a championship, just because Magic Johnson didn't fit, well, he didn't think he would fit with that type of offense. He wanted a run and gun offense. Weird to say, he wanted that Showtime offense. And he knew he couldn't get that with Paul Westhead. Navarro says, Coach, I peep all that. I took note, fellow, so I have a lot on my chest. Yeah, I see you in the comments, brother. This coach, man. Alan Turner says, it would be great if Lamar could coach. Scrubs would get traded. Really, the Hornets just need a real man to coach this team. A man with direction, a man that puts their guards in great positions to succeed. And JB he's coaching too comfortable. He has an extension. I don't know if y'all realize that. He has an extension. So in his mind, he's good.
Facts.
He doesn't feel like he needs to make any adjustments. The Hornets are still last on defense, giving 116 points per game. That's inexcusable, unacceptable. You cannot win in this league doing that. You cannot expect to win in this league giving up 116 points per game.
It's obscene.
But this is their team. They've done this. This is what they wanted. I could have been very sarcastic right now, but I'm just being straightforward today.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm seeing is a piece of dog crap.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people in the comments. There was people saying that the other day, why did I feel that the Hornets are going to be, what's their record, 9th or 8th seed? When you keep doing the same thing more than once, and that's the Hornets, I'm going to judge you like that. So I'm judging the coach. I'm judging the roster that is cheaply spent. I'm judging the front office that just stands packed when there's a lot of big men they can get in the market. And trust me, they were so happy that Plumlee had this game that he had. They're probably like, oh, we don't need to make any moves. Plumlee just needs to show up. But damn it, Plumlee is not going to do anything when Joel Embiid is there. He's not going to do anything when Giannis and company is there.
The boy down in Indiana who we're getting ready to face.
Oh, yeah.
Sabonis.
They ain't ready for him. At all.
Check out what Osman says there, DJ. I highlight that.
Let me check that out.
I want to say something about that.
Shout out to Flight Sports TV.
Shout out, Flight. How you doing, Young G?
So Osman says Mark Jackson criticized JB during national television game against the Warriors. He said that he has to allow your potential superstar point guard to make mistakes. He did say that.
Okay, now I want to say something to that. What immediately jumps out to me is the fact that the question was even posed. Because in order for there to be any validity to what he is saying, any truth, and him even saying that JB is critical in that way, that he can criticize JB in that way. Okay, JB's not doing that. He is already saying that is already that's known already. See, that he ain't allowing Melo to play. Case in point today, that tweet. Case in point today, Osman, in the game today. If y'all remember, family, it was in the second. I think it was in the second quarter. It might have been the third quarter. They were coming they were playing in front of their bench, and Melo was bringing the ball up, and JB was barking at him. Okay, and the defense took advantage of it, and he ended up turning the ball over. And I've seen coaches do that same kind of mess in high school. Okay, and here he is on the pro level, and don't know when to sit his ass down and shut up.
He doesn't. Slim says Plumlee isn't a scoring big. He's not. He can't defend either. Alan Turner says Joker was killing Plumlee. Man, it was barbecue chicken every single second on the court in that matchup. Plumlee made the Joker look like freaking prime Wilt Chamberlain out there.
Second coming of Vita Sabonis when he was a young man.
Right.
His father. When he was a young man. He was
before the injury.
Before he got old, when he was a young man in his 20s, 25. Oh my stars, he was a beast.
Man, the Ball brothers really do have some crappy NBA coaches when they come into the league. Now, Lonzo finally has a good one with Billy Donovan, but that's just like the worst type of luck you could get. And he's a bad coach. When Coach Joe, but
especially if you don't have, DJ. Let's expound on that.
right.
Especially if you are in need of someone to help translate to you how your game fits on the next level and how you need to improve so that you can be more efficient. Okay, and you can take advantage of your skill set. That didn't happen with Lonzo, clearly, at all. What happened with Lonzo was, we need you to do this. All right, here, roll the ball out. Let's go. All righty.
Make something happen. I'm not gonna make no plays for you.
Right.
I'm not gonna game plan. I'm not gonna do none of that. We're just gonna roll that ball up, have you in the corner.
Yep.
And that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened. The Crown said Luke Skywalker Walden. And I told Kings fans when they first acquired Luke Walton, I said, man, that's not going to last. They were saying, well, De'Aaron Fox is not Lonzo. He's better than Lonzo. Okay, you can say that. I'm just saying that type of coaching that he does is not going to work. And look what happened. He got fired. And y'all should have never y'all should have never got rid of Dave Yeager. Dave Yeager was the best coach the Kings had in a while. Just because he barely did not take the Kings to the playoffs, they had like a 39-43 record coach, which is a big improvement. Speaking of the Kings, y'all got rid of Dave Yeager. That was a great coach, a player's coach, and he was just taking the Kings to the Cubs. The Kings have talent. That was never a problem. They didn't have a direction at all. And without direction, there's no destiny.
DJ, there's no buy-in in teams like that.
Right.
That's the problem. There's no buy-in. There's no incentive to be accept the bag. That's it. Ain't nothing. There's no culture really there. There's no infrastructure really too much around it. It's just you come there to play to either going up or you going down on the escalator. Either one. I watched him the other day, and I know Fox just got his bag, and I was like, I'll be damned. This kid got his bag, and why do every time I turn their game on and I see them playing in the fourth quarter, that other boy, what's that kid now? What's that kid name? The other kid, Halliburton. Why is Halliburton always handling the ball? Why is Halliburton instituting the offense? What the hell is going on?
When you got that dynamo right there in De'Aaron Fox.
Well, I mean, when he just got the bag. So I've been watching him, and I've been seeing the same thing, and something is going on, man, down there. Something doesn't look, smell right, and look right, because you're absolutely right. They do have enough talent. And that the talent is not the issue down in Sacramento at all.
It was never the issue.
No.
The Crown says Luke Walton did the same thing with Lonzo that JB's trying to do with Lamelo. While other team takes their star player in and out of the game, what does that and all the great coaches? Yeah, it's politics, man. Again, I'm so glad I do not work for any media company, man. Because I would have to shuck and jive and lie to you folks what's really going on. These are the same folks that saying we should be celebrating this win. What's to celebrate? You beat a lowly Rockets team.
At home.
At home at that. I'm at a point now. I wish the Hornets had the toughest schedule in the NBA. I want them to have the toughest schedule in the NBA. If that's what it's going to take for LaMelo to actually play some significant minutes, so be it.
Well, but but DJ, that hasn't worked the last couple games though. You know what I mean? He been jerking him around like, even though they've been playing some good teams.
True that.
You know, I mean, this dude is he's just so infuriating, man, with how he does what he does. And I don't just mean just because of Melo. You know, look. Those that watch the Hornets team, when the last time you seen Jaden McDaniels play the way that Jaden McDaniels played today? I'm gonna wait till somebody say something. Okay. Plumlee's game today. Plumlee's is his game. When have you seen him touch the ball that much in any offense?
True.
See what he's doing, what JB is doing is he's manipulating his players, and how he's doing it is he's doing it through minutes and what plays he calls. He makes sure he keeps Clumsily in the action. He makes sure he keeps Gordon in the action. I'll say that again. He makes sure he keeps Clumsily in the action, and he makes sure he keeps Gordon in the action. Everybody else is interchangeable in his mind. And maybe Cody is in that third one for him. So he's transparent to me. His little scheming and his little. I watch his plays. I watch which plays they go into, and when they first come out, and when they come out when they need a bucket. I mean, I watch him. I'm very rarely am I watching the ball. I'm always watching everything else that I can see on the TV, because I know that's going to tell me what's going on, what the buy-in is, what the teaching is, or just some bull. And that's exactly what I see, just some bull.
So LaMelo Ball, Coach Joe, 16 points again, 16 points in 24 minutes.
Oh my God. 16 points. But the 24 minutes is so obscene. Because it's so disrespectful. That's why. Some nights your shot gonna fall, some nights your shot not gonna fall. Because clearly tonight he shot over 50% in both his field goals and his 3-pointer and his free throw.
The percentages really impressed me, Coach Joe. Even if he didn't have the percentages, because you know how this coaching staff has used that as an excuse. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, he had he shot 5 for 18, but they missed what about the double-digit assists? What about so sometimes bringing that up could be kind of sketchy, but we do it anyway. Mm-hmm. But no matter what shooting percentage LaMelo has, I know one thing for sure, that LaMelo has it that every team wants. Which is a real point guard. Not this sometime point guard, not a point guard that doesn't have direction, not a point guard that wants to be a shooting guard. And this is just playing point guard because the coaching staff and the organization can't even find a true definition of a point guard on their team. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real deal point guard. That's what they have in LaMelo Ball. Let me read some of these comments. Shout out to Rap God Reloaded. He said, shout out to Coach Joe.
What's up, Rap God? How you doing there, Young G?
The crowd said, what year is Jalen in? Did he just wake up? You talking about McDaniel?
Yeah.
I think this is second or third year.
I think it's his third.
Yeah. Crown says he's wondering why they have slow starts. Look at that lineup. It is. I mean, the slow starts are right there.
Right.
He has the answers to it. Yeah, he has the answers to it, but Flight Sports TV, make sure you subscribe to his channel. He says, do the Rockets have a good foundational building blocks? Actually, they do. I'm glad you asked that. One thing I like, I know Josh Christopher has 6 points, but I think he's one of those players that will play a long time in this league, mainly because he has the body. He's 6'5", 215, strong. He's very young. I like Seguin, the Spaniard center. I think he's promising. Jalen Green did not play in this game, but Jalen Green has the stuff. I mean, he's very athletic. He's very springy, quick twitch. They have the pieces, and I like Coach Silas. I think Coach Silas is up and coming. He just has one of the youngest rosters in the NBA, probably the youngest roster in the NBA. You can say so, Coach?
I would say probably one of them. I would say I would echo what you're saying, DJ. But I would also say
third period penalty kills, fourth quarter buzzer beaters, and 50.
Sorry.
I would also say that I think their core would be Jalen Green, Kevin Porter, and Chris Wood. And I think that's a very nice core to have to build around. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Houston Rockets. I know I grew up as a Laker fan, but I can say this about the Houston Rockets. When they weren't playing the Lakers, I always wanted the Rockets to win. I wanted all the Houston teams to win. So when Trace McGrady was playing those years and Steve Francis and Yao, you know, I always wanted them to win, just not against my Lakers. They could be everybody else but my Lakers. So Haji says, I don't understand why MJ isn't upset with this, considering he's got his coach fired, few minutes restrictions in year 2. It's just, you know, sometimes when people change in positions, this is MJ the owner now. This ain't MJ the player. And unfortunately, he's not seeing how LaMelo sees this whole situation. Now, he's aware of it. He's dealt with similar stuff. But I think it's hypocritical when they always say, well, when I was coming up in the league, we had to earn it. We had to deal with tough situations. But I remember, you know, listening to the stories, how MJ got his coach fired, Doug Collins?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, what do I know?
And players moved.
Right?
Facts.
If you didn't roll with MJ, you were out.
That's right. That's a fact.
Osmond says this rumor that Gordon Hayward camp are jealous of LaMelo outperforming Hayward. They're apparently demanded that the office runs through Hayward more. Osmond said that's a rumor. I would not be surprised.
Oh man, come on, guys. Let's keep this real now. Let's keep it real here. Melo is not a Jalen Green super athlete. Just yeah, bow, bing, bing, boom, and all of this stuff, and just a freak LeBron James type athlete. When he came into the NBA, just a grown man body already on him, bang, boom, and all that. No, Melo is frail, skinny, if you will. Okay, and doing it in a way that looks like anybody should be doing this. That's why I'm always laughing in my head when I'm hearing people comparing him and Lonzo. So funny to me, but never mind. I ain't gonna get off on that tangent. But if I'm Gordon Hayward and I'm Terry Rozier in particular, and I ain't talking about them other dudes that are older than Melo, but them two in particular. Man, I would not be feeling good, man, knowing Melo leading the team in all these categories, man. And he's 20. And I'm getting more minutes than him. They got more green light than him. They get plays called for them. So I hope it's true, because it means he care at least. Ain't gonna do something. Well, but as we're watching, we getting that what is it? That sometimey thing, huh, DJ?
Right.
Every blue moon, we get Gordon Hayward sighting. So I don't know, man. But I'm sure he ain't happy.
Jake Barr says Hayward don't even want to be there. It seemed like it. He got it. He said he just collected a check. He's got that check.
He just collected a check.
And like Tomorrow Leader Sports Network said, we got 45 people. Man, it's probably, let's see, right now it's 11:14 Pacific time where I'm at. In the East Coast, it's probably 2-something in the morning. Showing love, appreciate that. Share this video. No matter what platform you have, share this video. This is the post game. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. Like Tomorrow Leader Sports Network said, let's get the likes up. We got 45 people in the chat. We need about 40 to 50 likes. Hit the like button. You know how this algorithm is. Y'all know how it is.
I'm sorry, DJ. What you call? You got me dying over here.
Who, HL Kids?
No, Alan Turner. When he said the brother overseas.
The Django Unchained one?
Yes.
Alan Turner says, when I watch the Hornets, sorry, Django and Chano comes to mind. MJ is Steven. Oh, they're going to try to shadow ban my channel. Oh, man. Massa?
That was great.
Massa Jordan? We gonna give that white boy the ball, Master Jordan. We gonna give Plumlee the ball, Master Jordan. Just like you wanted, Master Jordan. See, even though we're gonna keep it at 500 record, because we got a coach that played the AutoZone defense. I just want to let you know, Master Jordan, it's not all about Lamelo, Master Jordan. No. It's about Gordon Hayward.
Right.
Because once you go white, everything's all right, Master Jordan? That's why you want a Gordon Hayward. I heard the true story that Mitch Kupchak didn't even want Gordon Hayward. You wanted Gordon Hayward because you was in awe of Larry Bird and you wanted him to be the reincarnation of Larry Bird. I heard the story, Jordan. You don't have to tell anybody but me. Besides, Jordan, I only talk to white folks like this. Massa? Jordan Unchained.
Yeah, Jordan, man. Don't get me started. I saw him sitting over there tonight.
Okay, bro. Massa?
Man, he just,
I sound like a character on Roots.
man, we just, it's just too funny. It's just too funny because it's just probably some realness and too much realness in that. But I don't know, man. Jordan may trick all us. You know what I mean? He may be just setting this dude up, man. Out the blue, we might just hear, we might just hit this, wake up one morning, just be a flash, a news flash on the phone, breaking news. James Borrego, coach of the Charlotte Hornets, has been fired. And
Man, you know what song I'm gonna be singing, Coach Joe?
huh?
Guess what song I'm gonna sing?
What's that?
Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Oh, I mean, it's been a while since I was singing church songs. I'm gonna be singing that song.
Yeah, you ain't lying, boy, because we have to bring out some of the oldies but goodies on that when that day come, But
Marvin and CeCe Winans, I'll probably sing that. Ain't no need to worry, cause Beret goes out of here. Doom, doom, doom. It will be all over when Borrego's gone. When Borrego's gone, Borrego's gone. Dun, dun. It will be all over in the morning. I would have so many remixes lined up.
all
If
right,
James
there we
Borrego
go.
was
There we go. Good pipe stay on them. You sure know you can sing, DJ. You know that. Sure know that boy can sing. Yes, indeed. So for me, it comes down to a few things, just a few things, and that's allowing a player to be himself, and not playing games with his minutes, and that's what I'm not, and that's the things to me that are just egregious to me about Borrego, because that's what he does. See, and it's wrong. See, most veteran coaches understand that the NBA and high level sports is about consistency, and the more consistent things are uh, in their world, in their minds, as they prepare to do what they came out to do, it's vitally important, because it's not college, it's not high school, it's the NBA. He has no regard for that to me at all. No reference, no reverence for that. No understanding of that. He got some twisted. His idea of what Pop did down in San Antonio, to me, is convoluted into some kind of hero worship type kind of behavior, and so therefore it kind of coming off a little differently. But yeah, this dude is just. He's on the clock, man, and the fans gonna push him out, because look, let me say this, family. They had an opportunity, and they still do, because Melo's still there, and there's still time, but the time is running out. To have Charlotte be a venue that people come to during basketball season to see Charlotte, because it's a dude down there that's so exciting, that's so electric, that you don't know what you gonna see. And he passes the ball so amazingly, and the ball moves around, and he shoots with such flash, and his threes. I mean, it would be amazing, but yet they are settling for some muted corn, some milk bread, some bland type of walk the ball up the court, or shuffle your feet up the court, and let me show you how smart I am. It's so ridiculously and so uninspiring, so unimaginative, and so against what really this NBA thing is all about. It's not even funny. I can't be tied with this dude no more, man. I'm here to tell you.
I mean, Gordon Hayward looked like Frankenstein on that court.
Oh,
He can't move worth. I mean, he can't do. No wonder they got the worst defense in the league. No, I mean, the nerve of it, man. I was on Twitter, right, Coach?
mhm.
The people were calling it out. I said, "Wait a minute, why is Gordon Hayward still in this game?
Right, right.
He had a stat pad to get 10 points tonight. This Sean had a stat pad to get 10 measly points tonight. The struggle is real, brothers and
He said the
sisters.
struggle is real.
I'm like, dang, if he would have just gave Lamelo four more minutes, shoot, at least he would have been at the 20s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Best Impact says Green made the All-Star 10, 7, and 7. Ben Simmons did average 16, but I get what you mean. Now, I do not think Lonzo should be an All-Star neither. But in order to make arguments, we need to use facts. You agree? I've heard people try to say that too. And trust me, here at Raw Truth, we don't see Lonzo as an all-star, especially this year.
Well, and to DJ, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
To me, it's a little not comparable.
Yeah.
What Ben and Green both do throughout the game when they're in the game is the ball is in their hands, and the offense is usually running through them. That is not happening in Chicago. Lonzo is a part-time facilitator, just like he was down in New Orleans. He's just on a better team.
Right.
And I'm happy for him. But that's the truth of the matter. He's just on a better team. Because he ain't putting up better numbers. He ain't averaging more points. He ain't averaging more assists. He ain't averaging more rebounds either. And I think that's just what it is. And I've come to accept it.
Exactly. What's that saying? You like it, I love it. So
yeah, and this is the thing. If Lonzo gets there, that means that the Chicago Bulls could end up with 3 players in the All-Star game, and I don't think that'll be likely. I think they may get 2, but I don't think they'll get 3.
that's crazy now that you think about it. Lonzo did have better stats last year.
He did.
But when you're on a winning team, it's all glossed over.
Everything smells better and looks better and is brighter.
Right.
See, that's what we're doing right now. Why some people have been expressing frustration with us when they think we're banging on the Hornets over a win. No, I acknowledge and you acknowledge, and we here at DJ's War Uncut Truth acknowledge that any win in the NBA or professional sports is not easy. Okay, nobody's giving it to you. You got to go out and play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
and trust me, I'm happy that the Hornets won. That's
facts.
That's more wins on the win column.
Facts. That only reflects well on Melo.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody here that honestly thinks that you and I are not happy that the Hornets won, clearly aren't listening to us and clearly not paying attention to what we're saying, because we're not saying it at all. Well, what we are saying though is that we're Meloholics, and we're gonna look at this through the Meloholic lens, And from the lens that I'm looking at it through, from the Melo Hawley fan lens and the Melo Hawley coaching lens, is I'm seeing some mess, and it feels and looks in many ways like this same mess from last year.
Mm-hmm. That movie, like, I smell a stench.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
And that stench is James effing Borrego. Smelling like a foul stench of bad coaching. I smell it. I smell it. I smell it.
Exactly. That's good.
They clean that damn stench. JB better look in the mirror and reevaluate himself. I was like, I smell a stench.
I smell a stage. I can see that dude, the actor's face, boy, popped right in my head. That dude. Holes. I think of that movie Holes. Came in that book called Holes.
Hornet Cats 89 said MJ isn't trading Gordon Hayward due to appealing to the white collar community in Charlotte. MJ has always wanted the next Larry Bird in Charlotte and has failed miserably.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Did you Horn Cats? Are you saying instead of Larry Bird, he ended up with Larry Turd?
Oh. I smell a stench. Oh man. He's not the he's
I mean, look, I seeing Gordon out there tonight with all them 19 and 20-year-olds, and all them dudes who he wouldn't even say hi to. Okay, he wouldn't pick them dudes up to play on his side at all. Anyway, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
and see him out there, he looks so out of place, man. I just shook my head. I was like, damn, this thing came to this. So when you said DJ, he had to be out there in garbage chant time just to get 10 points.
This coach doesn't say Larry Turd. Watch how many people go with that when they describe Gordon Hayward. Man, that dude's Larry Turd. Oh, Suave. I just turned off the call-in thing. For call-ins, that's only like when I do solo streams. Then just
oh my God, that was hilarious.
Best Impact says it's all love. Just pointing that out. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen I've never seen Lonzo this year as a all-star. I just see him like he could make a first-team all defensive player and possibly defensive player of the year if he keeps improving. But I see him for what he is, and that's not a problem at all. Look at Horn Cat, Larry Turk.
Exactly.
Yeah, smell of stench.
It's so transparent and at the heart of his, to me, at the heart of his deeds, his dastardly deeds as it relates to being the Grinch of the party, is that the people of Charlotte being robbed of having an experience that they just would have never have had. It's sad. I feel bad a little bit for the kids and the people who go to the games and stuff. And they're expecting to see, Melo. They're expecting to see magic, and they seeing the handcuffs on the dude. They saying the Magic being he got handcuffs on him and security guards are standing around the guard, make sure he don't take them off. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. This is crazy. His own coach and his team does not want him to get off. They want to control his environment, all of it.
Terry, Alan Turner says, Larry Turd, nice one. Well, we be coming up with some names on this channel.
Yeah, absolutely. HLK, you can't say I'm so dead, Coach Joe. Yeah, you know, he looked so bad tonight, man. I swear, if they doing court, if they go back and look at that part, you know, in the film session, they probably should edit him out. You know, JB, you know, he used to be a video coordinator, so he's good at editing and all that kind of stuff. That's why I'm trying to just give y'all, you know, showing y'all the connection here. See, all this narrative that he's driving, all this trying to get us to look one way while he do something the other side, that sleight of hand, that, you know, that trickery, you know, that in that editing booth, you know, you can make it look like anything you want it to look like. That's what JB doing here.
Here at Raw Truth, I'm gonna finally admit I was wrong.
About what?
Malik Monk and Devontae Tabe Graham, they should have kept them. If you're gonna keep doing what you've been doing, you might as well keep them.
Yeah, you may as well keep them. Yeah,
you should have just kept them.
Yeah,
because they're doing the same thing now. He's doing it with Ish, who's not even better than Devontae. He's not even better than Devontae.
You see how bad he looked out there tonight?
Who, Ish Smith?
Yeah, his mistakes are just so
yeah.
It's like, wow.
Gets glossed over every time.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's sports. Oh no! Look at Suave go. Look at Suave smooth go, DJ.
He said, "I'm constipated. I gotta let out that Larry." Oh man.
Tomorrow's leaders. He said, Coach, if you think about it, that was how MJ was doing when he first got to Chicago. No.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's scary to see the lines, you know, and often, you know, there's a saying in psychology about abusers, you know, and particularly about young people that have been abused as kids or been in an abusive relationship with a parent or parents. And they say, you know, that one of the things they say is that you become what you hate. So you end up as an adult abusing your kids as well, not knowing why you're doing it, all because you didn't really come to terms with what happened back then. You carry it over into your adult life, and so Michael Jordan can clearly be doing this. You know, because he comes from that school of thought of I think it, therefore I am, not just therefore I am. No, I think it, therefore I am right. And that's where he gets it all twisted and sideways. While he's sitting over there on the bench, and it's clearly, from my view, anyway, when Melo has the ball in his hands, it's electric. Particularly if he's moving with a little bit of speed. You know, you could hear it in the crowd. I know MJ could feel it as well. So, you know what I mean? And if anything, if he don't understand the loss in what Melo can bring to the organization, just his presence, then I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Oh, me neither. Hit your kid laughing up a storm. He said, "Facts, DJ. I was disappointed." You're right, Narvio Dixon, cheating the fans.
Yes.
Around the league. They ain't trying to watch the crippled Gordon Hayward show. I tell
Right.
you that.
Come on, man. Come on. No. And watching Terry do the same thing a little slower than last year. No, not it's not really, that 27 tonight. A couple of shots was like, oh, nice. Most of them, the rest of them, okay. Kind of seen them like over and over. Not nothing inspiring. I don't think people going to the game to see that. I really don't.
I'm sorry, Coach. This has been a classic show, man. We turned the sad. Well, that's one thing about the Hornets, man. No matter what they do, even after a win, even after they barely play Lamelo or don't play him the way to his talent, we can make a joke out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's truth in some jokes.
Oh no, without a doubt, without a doubt, the best jokes are always laced with truth or facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to lay some of this truth right now, man. About to roll me up. I'm sorry. But sprinkle me that truth.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They got who they got next?
The Indiana Pacers. They better win that.
And you know what? DJ, I got to confess this to the family. Family. It's been it's been a little difficult for me here lately here to put up with JB's mess, and so it's been. I told DJ this. It's been kind of uninspiring, to be honest with you. I've been finding myself the last couple of days watching the games after they've gone off, looking at the box scores, seeing how many minutes he played and everything else. Excuse me, and then watching the game. But not really wanting to talk about it because it's depressing. To be honest, it's depressing. Melo to me is a generational talent, and one of the best things about seeing and being around when generational talents show up is that you get a chance to see them rise and find themselves, and that is a beautiful, beautiful process to watch. And I feel like we're being robbed of it. And Lamelo's being cheated out of being who he really is.
That's powerful, man. Powerful. Any last words before we roll out Coach Joe, the OG?
Yes, absolutely. I just want to thank you, DJ, again for all that you do there, Young G, that for providing and going through the snow. I hear it's snowy. You said snowy as heck up there up in Seattle.
Yeah,
huh?
it is.
Power went out and all that kind of business today too, huh?
Man, I hope they don't call me in. I'm gonna be mad in a month. I was telling my coworkers, I said, man, I love my job and everything, but I hope they do not call me back tomorrow.
Right. Well, listen, everything that you do and to keeping all these balls in the air and trying to always improve it and make it a little bit better and a little smoother.
Oh,
well, I just
Coach
appreciate
Joe.
it so much. Yes.
Let me read this last one.
Yes.
Suave says, Coach Joe, please, I want to know your opinion on James Bouknight potential and DJ as well.
Oh, go ahead, DJ. I'll go. I'll be last, and I can finish it off what I'm saying.
I think James Bouknight has enormous potential, and a lot of people are jumping on the Bouknight bandwagoning. But I was on the Bouknight bandwagon before it was even popular. People are saying that, he's a ball hog. If you watch what he did at UConn, he had to take those shots because UConn didn't have a lot of scores. You could talk to any UConn fan. I'm not a UConn fan, but I watch Big East basketball. He had to do that. So I think they judged him on it. And shout out to Wealth Engineering, by the way. I think he has a ton of potential. Now, JB, for some odd reason, is not having him play next to Lamelo in stretches. That's got to get rectified. I mean, there's too much psychoanalyzing going on. How in the hell you get to play with Gordon Hayward, but he don't get to play with LaMelo? That stuff is just weird to me. That's what, if you're going to draft somebody that high, you can't even at least play them, 10 to 15 minutes at least?
Now, let me chime in. I like Book Night a lot, as the earlier shows will attest. In the beginning, I thought that he had some skills. He was athletic. I found being from New York to me matters as well. And that from that position, he's. And then I heard him talk, and I said this to DJ. I said, I said something about that kid. It reminds me of AI, and the way he spoke, and just the way he carried himself. It made me think of young AI just out of Georgetown, and he's got all the swagger. He's got all of this. He had a jumper today in today's game where he played with the ball or danced a little bit with the ball and then put it between his legs and then just pulled up a little, a little mid-range and knocked it down. You remember that play, DJ?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, he got it. He got it. So I would like to, I think him and Melo could do something special together. I really could, because I don't think it would be any jealousy there. Hint, hint.
Yeah. Wolf Engineer said JB needs to go, man. He needs to go like that. Remember the Apollo clown with the broom?
Yeah, exactly.
He need to go like that. Shoot, somebody get him out of there.
Yeah, shout out Wealth Engineering. How you doing, Young G? I hope it's all is well on your side of the world. And listen, I just want to say, DJ, thank you so very much. I hope you get Wednesday off so we can do the game.
Definitely, man. I'll be calling. I need I need that day off. But
yes. So we'll look to do that game. To the chat and the family in the chat. Thank you guys so much. You know who you are. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you so very much for showing up and making it what it is. Having us have a little family get together, sit around, talk about something that we love, basketball and LaMelo ball. So I appreciate you guys. Peace and blessings to you. And I always like to leave with Ubuntu, a word I learned in Africa when I lived over in that part of the world, which means because of me, you are, because of you, I am. We are one. Have a wonderful evening. See you guys next time.
Let me tell you something. Back in my day, let me show you.
I had to play that Uncle Vern tune. But let me play it again. Let me play the classic again for the people in the back. Since y'all like the song so much, I see you, Uncle Vern. I'm gonna play your song again, Uncle Vern, just for you, OG. And let's go.
Let me tell you something. Back in my day, let me show you.